our channel Knowledge of. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we want to start with your quantitative aptitude class. That has been the class as your 107th class of the session. And if we talk about the quantitative aptitude, yes, we had done your 106th class in the last session, where we had even though started with arithmetical ability. In arithmetical ability, we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss that we are dealing here. That has been the 11th topic. So in terms of profit and loss, here we had done 152th question in the last class. So today we'll discuss about 153rd question of the sessions here. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and maybe you can also enjoy the video as well. So here we go ahead for the same. The question of the session we have here that a manufacturer offers a 20% rebate on the marked price of a product, and the retailer offers another 30% rebate on the reduced price. The two reductions are equivalent to a single reduction. The options we have 40%, 44%, 46% and 50%. So we go ahead for the same. Manufacturer offers a 20% rebate on the marked price of a product. The retailer offers another 30% rebate on the reduced price. The two reduction are equivalent to a single reduction of, option is 40%, 44%, 46% and 50%. So we go ahead for the same here. Let the marked price be rupees 100. Then final selling price is equals to 70% of 80% of rupees 100, which is equals to rupees 70 upon 100 into 80 upon 100 into 100. This 100 being cancelled by 100, these two zeros being cancelled by zeros, so 7 8s are 56. So we'll get your rupees 56 single discount equals to 100 minus 50%, which is equals to 44% here. Now we go ahead for the next question here. That has been the important one, which has been the another important question is your 154th question of the session. The question is successive discounts of 10%, 12%, 15% amount to a single discount of, the option is 32.68%, 35.28%, 36.68% and none of these. That has been asked in the RRB examination paper. Successive discounts of 10%, 12% and 15% amount to a single discount of, that has been asked in RRB examination paper. So the options we have: let marked price be rupees 100, be rupees 100, then selling price is equals to 85% of 88% of that is of 90%, that is also 90% we have of rupees 100 equals to rupees 85 upon 100 into 88 upon 100 into 90 upon 100 into 100. 100 will cancel by 100, these two zeros will cancel by the 0 here, 1 0 is 0 only. Then after further cancellation we'll get here, that is being for the same is for rupees 67.32. For single discount equals to 100 minus 67.32%, which will give you 32.68%, be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead for the next question, that is being the 155th question of the session here. So the question we have: list price of an article at a showroom is rupees 2000 and it is being sold at successive discount of 20% and 10%. Its net selling price will be, that has been asked in the SSC examination paper, which is an important one. The option we have: rupees 1400, rupees 1440, rupees 1520 and 1700. So we go ahead for the same. List price of an article at a showroom is rupees 2000 and it is being sold at successive discount of 20% and 10%. Its net selling price will be, that has been asking SSC examination paper. So we'll go ahead for the solution here that we have to discuss as well. Selling price is equals to 90% of 80% of rupees 2000 equals to rupees 90 upon 100 into 80 upon 100 into 2000. These two zeros being cancelled by these two zeros, and this one zero being cancelled by this, and the 1 0 being cancelled by this here. So what we'll get is your rupees. That's what we'll have to find it out as well. That is the important one. The answer we get here is rupees 1440. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we go ahead further, which will talk about the another question here. That is being another is the 156th question of the sessions. So that will be the important one as well. 156th question of the sessions here. So the question we have here is to be as follows here. Find the selling price of an article if the shopkeeper allowed two successive discounts 5% each on the marked price of the rupees 80. That has been asked in the CBI examination paper, so that we have to talk about it. The options we have: 70.10, 20.20, 72 and 72.20 here. We go ahead for the same. So we are on the same case that we have your 156th question of the sessions here, and as I told you about that, so that find the selling price of an article if the shopkeeper allows two successive distributed 5% each on a mark price of rupees 80. So we get that is the options is 70.10 rupees 70.20 72 to 72.20, and that has been asked in the CBI examination paper. Find the selling price of an article if a shopkeeper allows two successive discounts of 5% each, that is we have that each on the marked price of rupees 80, that has been asked in the CBI examination paper. The option, as I told you, will go ahead for the same here, and so we go ahead for the same. SP is equals to 95% of rupees 80, which is equals to rupees 95 upon 100 and 95 upon 100 into 80. So B2 been cancelled by 0, 5 1s are 5, 5 9s are 45, 5 2s are 10. Then same for that, 5 2s are 10 and 0, and which has been 5 1s are 5, 5 9s are 45. So that we have, and then it will be give you rupees 72.20, that we get as an answer. Now we go ahead further, which will talk about another question, and that has been which has been the 157th question of the session here. So that the question we have for the 157th question here, which we'll have to talk about it, the question we have here is that the price of a VCR is marked at rupees 12,000 if successive discount of 15%, 10% and 5% be allowed, then what price does a customer buy it? The options we have rupees 8,400, rupees 8,721, rupees 8,856, and none of these. The question has been asked in the hotel management question paper. The options we have, as I told you, we go ahead for the same. The price of a VCR is marked at rupees 12,000 if successive discounts of 15%, 10% and 5% be allowed, then at what price does a customer buy it? That we have to talk about it. The option, as I told you, so that has been asked in the hotel management question paper. So we'll go ahead for the same, that we have to talk about it. The actual price equals to 95% of 90% of 85% of rupees 12,000, which is equals to rupees 9,500 into 90 upon 100 into 85 upon 100 into 12,000. This 2 zeros being cancelled by these 2 zeros, and this 1 0 being cancelled by this, and the single one is cancelled by this here. And then after that it will be cancel it out further, will give you rupees 8,721. That will get as an answer here. Now we go ahead for the next. We'll talk about it. That has been the 158 question of the sessions here. And that has been the important one which we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same 158 question of the session here. So 158 question of the sessions we have here is, the question is, after successive discounts of 12% and 5%, an article was sold for rupees 209. What was the original price of the article? That we have to talk about it. So we go ahead for the same. After successive discounts of 12% and 5%, an article was sold for rupees 209. What was the original price of the article? That is, options we have rupees 226, rupees 250, rupees 252 and rupees 269. So we go ahead for the question. Let's find it out. Let the original price be rupees X, then 95% of 88% of X equals to 209. X equals to 209 into 100 upon 95 into 88, which is equals to 250. We'll get that as an answer here. Now we go ahead for the 159th question of the session, that what we'll have to talk about. 159th question. The question we have here as follows, that applied to a bill for rupees 1 lakh, the difference between the discount of 30% and the two successive discount of 36% and 4% is. It has been asked in the section officer question paper, which has been the important one. Option is nil, 1,440, 2,500 and rupees 1,960. So we go ahead for the same. Applied to a bill for rupees 1 lakh, the difference between a discount of 40% and two successive discounts of 36% and 4% is. This has been asked in the section officer examination paper. Options is nil, 1,440, 2,500 and rupees 9,960. That we have to talk about it. So let's find it out for the same here. And that has been the important one, of course. The selling price, or in first case, equals to 60% of rupees 1 lakh equals to rupees 60,000. Selling price in second case, 96% of 64% of rupees 1 lakh equals rupees 96 upon 100. That is being 1 2 1 2 1 2 and 1 2 being cancel it out to be rupees 6144 0. So equals to rupees 6140 minus 6,000 60,000 1,440. That we'll have to go ahead, and now for go ahead further, which we'll talk about it. That has been the 160 question of the session, and that has been the important one here. 160. So for the same, the question is we have here is, and that is your question is the difference between a discount of 35% and two successive discount of 20% on the certain bill was rupees 22. Find the amount of the bill here that has been asked in the bank PU question paper. The options is rupees 200, rupees 1,100, rupees 2,200. Data inadequate in none of these. So we go ahead for the same. The difference between a discount of 30%, 35% and successive discounts of 20% on a certain bill was rupees 22. Find the amount of the bill. The options we have, this has been asked in the bank PO question paper. The options we have is rupees 200, 1,100, 2,200. Did inadequate and none of these. So that is what we'll have to discuss here, and that is the question we are dealing is your 160. So in the next coming class we'll start discussing about the 161, but we'll solve this as well. So we go ahead for the questions here. We'll solve it out. Let the amount of the bill be rupees X. Then 65% of X minus 80% of 80% of X equals to 22, which is equals to 65 upon 100 into X minus 80 upon 100 into 80 upon 100 minus into X, which will be equals to 22. 65 upon 100 X minus 100 X equals 22. X upon 100 equals 22. X equals to 2200. That we have as an answer here. Now we talk about it, and now we'll continue with the next coming class. In the 161th class of the session is your 108 classes. So here we're going to end up with, and before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers. So please go ahead with like, share and subscribe our channel so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and they can also enjoy the video. On the same cases we talk about it, yes, in this we are dealing with the chemistry for class 12, where we have done your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9. With the conversions, logarithms, antilogs, we had done your sociology and software engineering. We are dealing with ER diagrams. We are dealing with English vocabulary. We are going to start with physics part 1 for class 11. That has been the important one. That has been the NCERT, of course. And after talking about that, yes, we had done your reasoning. In that we had done your verbal reasoning, wherein that general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning we had done series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, conditions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, clip folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of analytical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation, constructions of squares and triangles, figure formation, analysis, and then practice questions. Said that what we had covered up. After talking about that as well, yes, we'll have to surely we'll start the next discussing about the next one, which is being related to it. that is being we are dealing with CB and ST, where we had done your unit 1 and we had started with unit 2 as well. The name of the unit 2 is your interpolations and curve fitting. In terms of quantitative aptitude, yes, we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we had done your operations on numbers, SCF or SCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on ages, averages, sorts and indices, percentage, profit and loss, that we are dealing here, and we had reached 160th question. And you can just go ahead, you will find out each and every topic in the playlist. After completing that, we'll start discussing about duration, proportion, time, percentage, chain rule, time and work, pipe and system, time and distance, problems on rainbows and streams, allegations on mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stocks and shares, permutation and combination, probability, root discount, bankers discount, height and distance, then your odd man odd series. In data interpretation, which is in the section 2, we have to cover up the tabulation, bar graph, pie charts, line graphs, here. So here we're gonna end up with, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and whether you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.